Hello everyone, and welcome back to Behind the Beat with Arthur L.A. Buckner. I am L.A. This video, I want to talk about part 2 of this Dilla Feel, okay? First video, I talked about emulating the feel with the hi-hat. Here, there's another way to emulate the Dilla Feel with the snare, okay? I noticed in J Dilla's production and in several other producers' production that they would quantize the drums, make all the drum sounds even, affix all the notes to perfect timing, and then they would take the snare notes, and it would be either every snare note or every other snare note, and they would move it forward just a little bit so that it was slightly rushed right before the metronome hit. And that created another rub that would create the Dilla Feel, okay? So I'll explain to you. First, I'll play just a straight eighth note groove, and then I'll unquantize the snare and move it forward. So here it is. So that was a straight groove. Now listen to how the snare changes. I'm gonna unquantize it and on every other note, because that's my favorite. I like how that sounds. Here it is. All these examples that I'm showing you in this video, it's not the way to do the Dilla Feel. It's just a way. It's my way. It's the way that has worked best for me. So when you're at home and when you're playing all this stuff, you should definitely make variations to everything and make it your own. But this is just my technique. This is the way I go about bringing this thing to life. So now what I want to do is I want to combine the gray area hi-hats from the first video, and this unquantizing the snare, okay? So I'm gonna play in the gray area with the strung hi-hats, and then I'm gonna also unquantize the snare and put them together, okay? And that's gonna create some more tension for this Dilla Feel that we're talking about. Here we go. Now, a bonus tip to making all this stuff sound authentic, my friend John Ogilvy told me here at McNally Smith College of Music, he told me, notice how Questlove, when he plays the Dilla Feel, how he opens the hi-hat to a sizzle when he hits the snare. That small move, that little subtle thing will bring so much life to this vibe, okay? Here's an example. There it is. Now notice my hi-hat wasn't open and it wasn't tight, but it was slightly closed. That presents the sizzle sound, okay? Another tip, another bonus tip to making your Dilla Feel sound more authentic, more natural, is to accent certain ghost notes on your snare to mock the hi-hat. So notice I'm doing ta 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 ta. My snare is pop, 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 and I'm matching it. I'm playing both hands at the same time. So I'm gonna combine all that. The strung hi-hats, the unquantized snare, and the ghost notes and opening. I know it seems like a lot, but all this works together for one big picture. Here it is. Now, I hope you've got something from all this stuff that I'm talking about with the Dilla Feel, okay? It's up to you to make it your own and put your own spin on it so that it could be even more authentic, okay? So I'm just gonna play freely with this Dilla thing in mind and just notice the different concepts that we've talked about, okay? And here it is. I hope you enjoy.